Hi, welcome to the Gen X Glam and Gabe channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'm getting ready for work as I do in my tiny, tiny, tiny little corner of YouTube and bringing you along for the ride. I've got some new Rhode skincare. Super excited. If you're tracking my channel, I've been talking about this. It's been coming. I've been like, it's coming in the mail. It's coming in the mail, and it's here. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use some other new stuff that I got also from Amazon in the mail recently. So let's buckle up because I gotta bang this one out because it's a grind day, my friends. I'm grinding. It's the middle of the week. Don't you feel like by the time you get to the middle of the week, you truly are just grinding away for that weekend? Well, that's exactly how I feel. All right, I didn't get like the full suite of Rhode skincare, but I got a fair amount. I think I can say I got enough to do a full face. We're gonna start with the Glazing Mist. This is going to last me a while. Looked it up, and it is alcohol free. So if you're tracking my channel as well, you know that I am tracking things that are alcohol free, because on our vintage skin, that too much alcohol in a product will just dry out our skin, and that's not good. That's not what we're going for. We're going for hydrated skin, plump, soft, smooth as we can get it type of skin. All right, after that mist, it's so refreshing to do a mist. This was the first product I bought from the brand, the Glazing Milk, which I really like. It's so versatile. My last video, I had a good tip from CB Bond, who said, oh, mix some bronzing drops in with it, which I I liked that tip. I used my Charlotte Tilbury contour, liquid contour, but I pulled out some proper bronzing drops today. These are my Drunk Elephant bronzing drops. One of these is in the giveaway as well. It's a nice giveaway. It's worth over $500. Did I mention the giveaway? Did I remind everyone there's a progressive giveaway going on? I'm calling it the Road to 1K giveaway, because I will link that video in this video description so you can see all the stuff, the haul that's in that giveaway. But basically, between now and July, when I go on vacation, the first video I get with a subscribed comment, a person makes a comment in the video, they're subscribed to the channel, and the video gets closest to 1,000 views, is the video that I am going to pick a comment from to win that giveaway. And inside that giveaway, I think I got ahead of myself. I'll know when I watch it back. If you're new to the channel, I don't really don't edit. So we're pretty raw and uncut here, so enjoy the bloopers. But this is the Drunk Elephant quintessential, OG product, bronzing drops. I'm going to put those in with this Rhode Glazing Milk. It's going to make a pretty decent mess on my hands, but this Glazing Milk is just so buildable, and already my face is quite wet from it. We're gonna have to wait for this to calm down a little bit, because the next thing I'm gonna go in with is the serum. I did test it last night when I was opening up my mail, because I was just so excited. I just pumped a tiny bit on my hands, and it feels so nice. That formula is just so, I wanted to say soft. The formula is not really soft. It's thin, but it's not too thin. Like this is thin. Like this Glazing Milk is almost like, it's like a very thin milk, if you will. I wasn't going to say watery, but it's quite thin. So that, you see how it kind of toned down the drops too. I got a little bit of warmth going on my face, but it's not like, I got a double dose of some sort of spray tan or something. So I just got an instant glow, instant little warm up. I could put they say to mix bronzing drops, generally speaking, into a skincare product. Usually they're talking about mixing it into a moisturizer, but I think that those mix in quite well. And if I want more warmth, like I decided to do, you're seeing me do, I just took my face is still pretty wet from that Glazing Milk. I just put a tiny, tiny drop, the tiniest of drops, in my hand, and I'm just going to sort of press and tap it in feels fantastic. And I can still go over this with my serum. I'm going to keep building on it because it's such a buildable product. All right, something else that I got. So I got some Sephora haul yesterday where all this Rhode came from, except for the glazing milk. I bought that during the Sephora sale. But I also got an Amazon haul. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Amazon products I got yesterday because I'm really excited to try them out. This is the SHEGLAM sort of lip stained peel off. That's all the rage, and it's in the shade Pinky Promise. I swatched this on the back of my hand too. It's like a dark rose. All right, if you haven't used one of these things before, you want to get a fair amount of it on the applicator and just line your lips the best you can and just leave it and peel it off in like 5 to 10 minutes. So we're going in. It's also nice to have your lips exfoliated before you go in with these. I didn't exfoliate my lips today, but I've been making more of an effort actually to get that into my weekly routine. So I'm doing it a couple times a week. I think especially coming out of the winter, which was pretty dry, it was important to step up the exfoliation step, if you will. All right, I don't know how that's gonna work out. I didn't draw exactly, on the lines, but we'll see if we can get a little something. All right, let's go in now with the Peptide Glazing Fluid. That's what the serum is called. It comes, all the packaging is quite sleek, if you ask me. Comes in, it looks like this. Take off the top. You've got like a little squirty squirt here. See what I mean? It's like, it's not thin to the point where it's running down my hand, but it just diffuses out. Can I say that? I feel like this brand screams sleek. It's such a sleek little brand with its packaging, with the formulas, when they hit the skin. I just feel like it's all just really, really sleek, if you will. So we're going in. This is all a bunch of skin loving ingredients. If you watch the founder, Halle Bieber put on, do her face. She's always got that glass dewy look going on. And I do think that we're not all supermodels by any means, but I do think that this product is the formula does give you that effect. My face is wet, but it's not, but it's absorbing into the skin really well. Remember, the glazing milk has essence in it, and essence is a product that soaks up everything that you put on top of it. I love anything with essence. All right, so the next step, what we would normally do, right, is a moisturizer. And I did buy one, but I didn't get the daily moisturizer. I ended up getting, I'm going to go in again with this mist. I got the super night barrier one. I looked it up. It says you can use that during the day as well, but it's meant to be more used at night. Here it is. So I just got a mini of it. The mini was $20, and it's like a super rich barrier cream that's meant to be used at night. The other product that I got added to my collection is this pineapple face wash, which I'm really excited to use. I didn't use it today. I was kind of kicking myself in the shower. I'm like, wait a minute, the pineapple face wash. Yeah, I forgot to bring it in. What did I say? Just kind of grinding away. So what we're going to use is product I got, another product in my Amazon haul. I bought the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I've had a couple samples of this. Got a tip off at a makeup warehouse sale a couple of years ago when I was just standing in line that this was a really good product. So a couple of years ago, I've been squirreling away little squirts here and there from the samples that I bought, the deluxe samples that I bought at that makeup sale. And 2 years later, I pulled the trigger. It's from Bobbi Brown. And the thing that I really do like about this face cream is makeup sits so well on top of it. It's a great, because I don't use I'm not a primer type of gal. So I love a good face cream or any sort of, you know, step in my skincare that not only claims, but actually delivers on being a product, a skincare product that makeup sits well on top of. Because we can't be putting makeup on a non-moisturized face. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. So I thought that this particular face cream for my last step would work really well with the Rhode products, and it does. The thing you're not finding, there's no pilling going on here with the Rhode. I'm just a fan. I don't know. Was I sleeping on it? I wasn't really sleeping on the brand. It's just, you know, I have a pretty decent collection if you're tracking my channel, and I do need to some degree, try to model a little bit of restraint. But what I just showed you is the furthest thing from restraint. I went pretty deep into this haul from Rhode, and I think I will go back and I will get a mini size, this size of the Day Moisturizer, just to round out the collection. But again, like, this doesn't necessarily, it wasn't cheap, but it's not, you know, it's not like breaking the bank. It's not like I'm buying Guerlain, Shawasu, Charlotte Tilbury, some of these brands that, you know, for just one moisturizer, La Mer, you know, like a moisturizer this size costing, you know, like $100. This is, I think, a 30 mil, and you don't really need, no, it's a 50 mil. It's a 50 mil. The 50 mil from Charlotte Tilbury, this magic cream costs $100. So I think that was a pretty good haul, considering you know, for the Rhode, considering I've gone a little bit more higher end before. I got a little bit more bang for my buck. You know, for $100 in Rhode, you can get more than just one of their products. And especially if you go and grab a mini out of that. All right, there, I'm taking off the bottom layer of that Pinky Promise. Not exactly sure what kind of shade we have going on. It's like a burgundy. So I'm going to be able to get a lot to match to this, I think. I haven't quite committed to what my lippy is going to be today, but I kind of have an idea. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up the face a little bit more, and I have a new blush that I want to try, and a new sort of bronzer, and even a liquid highlighter that I'm going to go in with. So there it is. There's the Pinky Promise. It's in the pinky family. It feels a little pink. I'm going to see if I can blur it out a little bit just with my fingertips. All right, we'll go in more and do more with the lips. Where am I going now? I'm going to use a very old, well, let's put a little bit of, this is my Maybelline. I know, it seemed like a little chunky. It's getting there. It's getting to be a chunky type video. This is my Maybelline Eraser in the shade 05. It has like a little pink kind of tint to it, which I like because it gives me a little brightness to my face. Let's let that sit for a little bit. Go in the nose contour area with a little bit of the Natasha Denona. I really like this. I'm using this sparingly, my friends, because I did buy it in the full size, but I'm already thinking, wow, when this thing runs out, I'm going to have to get a little bit more of it. I really just like the formula. Blends out really nice. It's not very thick. Gonna let all of that goodness sit for a minute while I go ahead and get show you, talk about, I'm getting there. This Handaiyan, I don't even know how to say this brand. Here's what it looks like spelled out. It's a generic brand that is on Amazon, and this I bought like a three pack of like 2 contouring sticks, and I think one was like a highlighting stick a while ago into my collection, and I can't find this one anymore. They don't make it anymore, and I'm just so bummed. Every once in a while I get it out and I use a little bit of it, but I'm definitely rationing it, because when it's gone, it's gone. I don't know how I find this. They have a website, but they just don't make this anymore. So while I was on buying the last Amazon haul, I found from the same brand, a Glow Fusion type of baked bronzer. So I'm gonna use that today too. All right, now we're gonna have to blend all this out. Also, from Amazon, I don't know what I was thinking. I have to stop doing late night ordering. I don't know this brand, if it's Gigi Bear or if that's the shade, because it's all in, like, I don't know what language, but look at this nice color of a liquid blush. Isn't that a pretty color for the summer? After I get this blended out, I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of that blush. And then from SHEGLAM, I love their liquid highlighters. I'm not a fan of highlighter, but if I do put on a little highlighter, I do enjoy. There's SHEGLAM makes, I don't know, like 4 different shades, and I just thought that this is like a really pretty shade for the summer. So I'm gonna go in with that because it's got a little bit of like a tannish tint to it, but it's still it's got the glow vibe as well. All right, let's get some of this blended out. Gotta finish things off. I gotta finish drying my hair. I don't normally come on here with wet hair, so this is how my hair dries naturally, and then I take my hot air blower to it and I straighten it a little bit. There we go. We're just gonna blend all of this out, all of it out. Do I have my, oh, they fell down. Did you guys see? Hold on. I don't know how many, like, I just saw a hack the other day of somebody who held their like manicure scissors on their cheek, and in one hole they drew in a blush, and in the other one they drew in like a bronzer. No, not the bronzer, the concealer. And then around the edges, outside of the circles, they did their bronzer, and then they blended it all with a brush, and it actually looked really cute. The hacks that people try, how do folks come up with this stuff? I really don't know, but I think it's very, very creative. I think we're living in a very, very creative social era, my friends. Definitely. All right, so just like a little bit of brightness. My skin still feels so fantastic. All of that skincare, it's there, it's doing its job. Feels so very, very nice. Feels so nice on the skin. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go in with what? Try the blush. I also got another blush, but I was gonna save it for another video, and I am gonna save it for another video, but I want to show it to you because I'm not in the States and I can't go to, you know, CVS or, you know, Target or Walmart and just see what's new on the shelves. I saw on Amazon that Wet n Wild has a line, a collection called Mother Fluffer. Look at the little cloud type hearts. So this is what it is. They're like these putty blushes and bronzers. It's like the soft, like a cloud. Here, I guess I could put a little bit on. And it's kind of like a, what do they call it? A cream to powder finish. Wet n Wild. I love Wet n Wild. So when you push on it, it's squishy. You know, Wet n Wild's not going to break the bank. I swatched this on my hand too when I was going through my haul because I was so excited to get everything and open it up and look at it. It was like Christmas morning. And I was just like, wow, there's a little bit of staying power going on here, considering, you know, I'm not saying like the cost usually dictates, you know, the total quality, because you can't judge a book by its cover. I've said that before. And when you're talking about all this stuff in the beauty space, but usually, you know, if you're paying a little bit more money, you're getting like a higher quality. You get what you pay for. And in that case, sometimes like the cheaper stuff maybe is not as pigmented. Like, look, I don't even think I can go in with that pink blush now that I have committed to using this, because this has given me a really nice, looks nice with this royal blue. I don't know how the camera's picking it up, but a really nice, almost corally type of cheek. Really good pigment with this. I'm going to try to tap it around, push it out a little bit more so I can get that monochromatic look going on. I'm almost ready to just finish my lips and put some powder on. What a bummer. Oopsie daisy. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. Let's save this. I keep wanting to like open it like that, but it's a twist off. let's save this for another day, but I just want to show you again how pretty that is. It's such a nice little light pink. I think it would look nice on a really warmed up face. So I need to get a little bit more bronzy bronze going on. Maybe the next time I come in, I'll use my Toasted Teddy Pocket Blush also from Rhode. This stuff really warms up your face. Like, you talk about a monochromatic look. If you want a monochromatic look, you got to pick up one of these pocket blushes, and specifically this Toasted Teddy if you're looking to get that warmth going on all over your face, because this will definitely do the trick. Very nice warm shade, and it does blend out really well. You get pigment and you get a dewy sort of effect as well. Imagine that, like all over, all the places that you like to put the stuff. All right, let's go in and do a little bit of powder. I pulled out for my lippy from Covergirl, my Clean and Fresh Yummy like lip blur. I thought, let's give that a try with this SHEGLAM Pinky Promise. That's kind of close. And I also pulled out, if I wanted to get, this is very blurring. I do like that blurring look. I thought if I wanted to lighten it up a little bit, I haven't showed you guys this yet. I pulled the trigger and I bought a lipstick from IDUN, which is the Swedish brand here, named after the goddess of youth, beauty, and rejuvenation. I've been slowly plussing up my IDUN collection, and I got this lipstick, and it kind of is, it'll mute any color that you're combining it with. So instantly it got kind of like a frosty. I turned that blurry blur from the Yummy Blurry Blur from Covergirl into more of like a frosted type effect. It's a really pretty shade. Like, if you just put it on like that, that's what it looks like. But when it hits any other shade, it hits a pink, it hits a nudie, it just gives it it frosts it right up, which I really like. So happy with that purchase. Very happy. I didn't get a chance to swatch it in a store. That was another one that I bought on Amazon. Amazon carries a limited number, not a ton, of the collection of IDUN. All right, let's go in with the Handaiyan. I call it Handaiyan, but I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. Handaiyan. I'm sure that there's a fancier way to pronounce it than I do. We're going to go in with my big fluffy brush here. And this is just, it's supposed to be like a little, it's a bronzer. It's a bronzer. It's in the bronzer family. Very light, very subtle. I really like it. Look, works well with that blush that I put on. The Mother Fluffer. The Mother Fluffer? Is that really what it's called? Mother Fluffer. Is anybody tried that out there from Wet n Wild yet? If you have, definitely make a comment. All right, I have to sign off. I'm gonna go finish my hair, make myself some coffee, and get out the door. Keep grinding away at the week. Let's go in though. Let's try this. Just a couple of dots right on top of that powder. Yeah, we make our own rules here. And just, it's gonna give such a nice little, wow, quick, that's, if you want a highlighter that's not gonna break the bank, comes in several different shades, definitely check out SHEGLAM. Don't rule out SHEGLAM, and you don't have to buy from their website and wait for it to come from China or whatnot. You can just go on Amazon and pick some up. All right, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I hope your family's well. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you. I got a little more work to do. I'll see you in the next video.